Good afternoon and thanks for spending your Wednesday with us. I'm Jurnee Taylor. We're going to head straight over to the weather department where we have Simone Thomas filling in for Nathan Scott. Simone, it's a beautiful day, still kind of gloomy, but a little warm outside.
Yeah, Jurnee, those pesky clouds don't want to leave us alone today. We're still tracking some low-level clouds across much of the state this afternoon. Now, depending on how soon we can finally shake those clouds will determine just how warm we get this afternoon. We're already starting to see temperatures in the 60s. 62 is the current in the capital city, 58 in Pine Bluff and Arkadelphia, because again, those pesky clouds still pretty dense. Now, as we get into the afternoon hours, we could see some streaks of sunshine. It just all determines on how soon we can shake those clouds, hoping to see at least a few peaks of sunshine on the way home this evening as temperatures climb to the upper 60s and some lower 70s are possible this afternoon as well. Now today, a nice break from the rain, but unfortunately the rain looking to come back pretty soon. We'll be talking more about what you need to look out for in that 7-day forecast, so make sure you stick around.
Well, the results are in for the Arkansas primary elections, one of the biggest decisions for voters last night, choosing the next person to lead the Arkansas Supreme Court. What started out as a four-person race has narrowed down to just two, those being current Justices Karen Baker and Rhonda Wood, both of them leading with over 84,000 votes each. The two will face each other in a runoff this November, and whoever wins that race makes history as the state's first ever female Chief Justice. Also gaining attention, the Pine Bluff mayoral race, the incumbent Shirley Washington facing close competition from Vivian Flowers, with Washington scoring 35% of the vote and Flowers at 34%. Democratic voters will decide that winner in a runoff election later in April. Now we have the results from other key races up on our website. Anyone looking to see the winners from last night or where things could be headed, just take a trip over to thv11.com and click on elections. And on the national election stage, President Biden and former President Donald Trump claiming big victories in the results of Super Tuesday. Skylar Henry gives us an overview of where this race is headed.
Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley announced she's suspending her campaign for the Republican presidential nomination.
Although I will no longer be a candidate, I will not stop using my voice for the things I believe in.
Haley, the last major GOP challenger to former President Trump, is dropping out following his decisive Super Tuesday victories in almost every state that held a primary.
They call it Super Tuesday for a reason. This is a big one.
In her speech Wednesday, Haley notably did not endorse the former president.
It is now up to Donald Trump to earn the votes of those in our party and beyond it who did not support him. And I hope he does that.
During his victory speech Tuesday night, the former president focused on his all but certain general election rematch with President Biden.
November 5th is going to go down as the single most important day in the history of our country.
The former president also called for unity, but it's unclear how many of Haley's supporters he'll pick up.
It hurts my soul to say that I will vote for Joe Biden over Donald Trump.
President Biden dominated Super Tuesday on the Democratic side, but not all Democrats are behind him. In Minnesota, those protesting his handling of the Israel-Hamas war voted uncommitted.
We did this for the people of Gaza. We did it for the children of Gaza.
Organizers there and in other states are calling on Biden to back a permanent ceasefire or else risk losing their support in November. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Well, turning now to a developing story we first told you about this morning. A man is in custody this afternoon following a shooting in Conway that left one person hurt. At this time, we're dealing with limited details. However, police say the shooting took place near Oliver and Bruce Streets, and an arrest has been made. We're told the victim is receiving treatment for their injuries, but that's all we know at this time. Once we learn more, we'll keep you updated. Also behind bars this afternoon, a woman facing charges of arson and attempted murder. Tiffany Vasquez was arrested in connection to a fire from last year in Baxter County. That incident impacting 3 adults and a juvenile, all who managed to escape the home fire. Jumping now to 2024, here's where things take a turn. In January, police got a tip from a man who told them Vasquez admitted to paying someone $500 to start the fire. Allegedly, she was upset with someone inside the home because they owed her money. Vasquez was taken into custody without incident once officials finally caught up to her. Pine Bluff police are hoping to find answers to a deadly shooting they've been investigating since Monday morning. The search continues for these two people you see here on your screen. They were caught on camera and are wanted for the death of Austin McAfee, who was shot and killed shortly after 3 a.m. Monday on Georgia Street. If you think you have information that may help, you're urged to call Pine Bluff police. You can remain anonymous. $300 million. That's how much money is going toward expanding the Arkansas Children's Hospital, which they say helps them in their mission to keep kids healthy. Well, let's break down some of it for you. 200,000 square feet of new space will house a new surgery center and other clinics. The plan will also bring in 400 new employees with at least 100 new providers and doctors, something that could help you get in and out quicker on your next visit.
This is as much about the clinical expansion as it is about the family experience. But at the end of the day, this really is about seamless care, less worrying, and shorter wait times.
Chief Strategy Officer Ashley Hilbun, who you just heard from, she adds the long-term goal here is to deliver quality pediatric health care for years to come. And it's a big day for key Arkansas department heads. The time has come to present budget requests to the state lawmakers, kicking off the start of an important budget discussions. Things already underway with the first meeting happening this morning. Higher education and the Department of Corrections outlined their financial needs. Talks continue tomorrow with DHS in the Education Department. And Friday, the attention turns to public safety entities, including the Division of Emergency Management and the Health Department. Popular app TikTok is under scrutiny over the ownership and faces a ban in the U.S. Coming up, why Congress is taking another step to address national security worries. Simone?
And we've got some rain in the forecast, so although it's dry today, you're going to want that rain gear to close out the work week. We'll talk more about what you can look out for right after this break.